All right, here we are. One of the last days here at the Scorched Earth. I think it's going to be maybe Monday might be the last day. If you haven't noticed, go to the Off the Rails Sports Podcast. We are going to figure it out, put a link in. The truth is, I have two great human beings over there who are just awesome. I'm dealing with all these technical issues. I'm not very smart. I'm not very learned in it. And I super producer Stacy is helping me every step of the way. Monday's going to be kind of a big day. We're going to redo the studio. We're going to redo everything. I'm going to figure out how I can load everything up there, blah, blah, blah. I know you don't want to hear it, but please do go to the Off the Rails. I will tell you that Brian knows so much about baseball. Scott, he pretty much knows a lot about everything, but he expertise, especially in motorsports, real good with basketball. He's just got a real good sense of what's going on. Hopefully, I'm going to be doing it every 3 days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday with Scott. And if unless you guys start subscribing, then we can make some money, and then maybe I can get him in here 5 days. And also the same with Brian. We got a Monday, Thursday thing. So somehow on Tuesday, you just get me. You better start subscribing, or man, you're going to be stuck with me. Son of a gun. All right, let's do a sports recap on what happened on Saturday. NBA, Golden State beat New York. Kind of saw that one coming. Just trying to figure it all out. Don't get angry. 97-94, Jalen Brunson still out. It was a nice win for Golden State. They are in a dogfight with Minnesota for that number 6 spot. That number 6 spot, I'm going to tell you, Denver, if they're the number 3 spot, I don't know, we still have a long way to go. They do not want to see Minnesota. Minnesota seems to have their number. I had Denver last year in the playoff series with Minnesota, and I think I had them, it was like even money. It was weird. And, I had game 7 at home. We had an 18-point lead, I believe it was, and we still lost. Minnesota just knows how to play us. Just us. I don't have any action on them this year. Washington, talking about that, also beat Denver in Denver. I can't figure out Denver. Jamal Murray, it seems like there's something wrong there. But I guess we're going to see. I mean, they all go through these things. The Celtics lost the other day at home to OKC. Celtics are going to be fine. I do think there's going to be some problems. They think they can turn on the switch. I get it. But they got to win a game 7 in Cleveland if it goes out that way. That's not going to be easy at all. Let's get to NCAA basketball. Wisconsin beat Michigan State in the semifinals of the Big Ten. Michigan beat Maryland. Really amazing game. Really, really good game. Maryland kind of missed that one. 81-80. We're going to see Wisconsin against Michigan for the Big Ten title. Should be a good game. I got to say, I'm very impressed with Michigan. They're peaking at the right time. I think Wisconsin's going to win that game, but Michigan is playing some really, really good basketball. SEC tournament. Got to be honest, I didn't see this coming. Tennessee beat Auburn. Scott and I talked the other day, and Scott really likes Auburn, and he should. Auburn is really, really good. I think they still deserve a number 1 seed. Tennessee, it's just one of those nights. Sometimes it just doesn't go in for you. You're playing really, really elite competition. I don't think there's going to be any problem for Auburn. I think they're going to be able to get through the first weekend. But Tennessee comes out on top. The shocking result of the day was my Florida Gators 104-82 over Alabama. I didn't see it coming. And, they just have they have a 7-man rotation at Florida that just can get buckets. They don't have the one superstar, but boy, they are big, they are athletic, and I think they just shut down the threes from Alabama, which, it's like the Celtics in the NBA. You live by the 3, you die by the 3. When they lost to Oklahoma City the other day, they shot, I believe, 63 threes in the game. Yeah. Some days it works, some days it doesn't. My pick to win the NCAA tournament, Houston beat Arizona in the final of the Big 12 tournament, 72-64. They're starting to round into shape. I will say this. The SEC is the best tournament, is the best conference, hands down. But the Big 12, they got some game. They got Arizona. They got Iowa State. They got BYU. They got some dogs in there. And Kansas. Scott likes Kansas. I get where he's coming from. There's just seems like there's something wrong. They've given up a couple 20-point leads in the second half, but Kansas is still Kansas. You got Bill Self. Give him another week. Maybe we'll figure it out. And also, Monday with Scott, we're going to do the brackets. So much of it depends where your bracket is. It really does. Big East, St. John's won the title. Rick Pitino's back. They beat Creighton 82-66. What a year Rick Pitino had. Last year, he claimed they got screwed out of getting to the tournament. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not, but he came back with a vengeance. And the Big East, Villanova's down, Creighton's down, UConn's down. Hey, they took advantage of what it was. The ACC final, Duke without Cooper Flagg, 73 over Louisville, 62. I will say I heard an interesting statistic from Dick Vitale, and I love seeing Dick Vitale. He got really emotional. I got a feeling that there's not too many more games for him. That might be his last game he ever broadcast. I hope not. I hope he can come back on special assignment, but I'm glad Dick Vitale's here. But he was talking about Louisville the last 2 years. Their record was 16-61. I'm like, wow. And they got to the ACC final. Like, wow, what a year they had. All right, we're going to talk about golf, and it's probably my favorite sport to talk about. I am going to be doing golf previews every Wednesday for the rest of the season. Now, they're at the Players' Championship, and my picks to click really didn't do that well. I had Matsuyama. I had Shane Lowry. Matsuyama missed the cut. Shane Lowry he was just at the bottom. He barely made the cut. And I really enjoy Brandel Chambly. I wish he was in the booth for NBC on the weekends. Kisner's okay. Nota Begay's okay. But I really like Brandel Chambly. I think he brings an honesty to the sport. I think he was one of the few people to really come out against Liv in the beginning when everybody was trying to be politically correct. I like Paul McGinley. I think he does a really, really good job. But, J.J. Spawn is your leader after the third round at 12 under, and they kept using this, it's like Seabiscuit, and, he's undersized, and he's going to come back. And I'm thinking, they're talking about the long shot thing, and I'm thinking, PGA had the biggest long shot of all time with John Daly. What was he, the sixth alternative for the PGA, and he won it. I don't know what it is. Why don't they use something we could all understand in golf? Like, hey, J.J. Spawn, look, I dig the dude. I want to see these guys make life-changing money, right? If he can win this tournament, it's going to change his life, okay? Bud Cauley, great golfer at University of Alabama, 3-time All-American. He was in a horrific car crash. He's been working his way back. Look, I'm rooting for all of them, okay? But there's a reason those guys are where they are versus the McIlroys and the Schefflers and the Morikawas. It is very hard. Look, there is nothing wrong in this world to say, I am the 25th best golfer in the world. There's nothing. That is an insane statement. And, they were talking about, I like golf, but man, I get so tired of hearing, you just got to keep your emotions in check. Look, when you hit a ball into the water, your emotions aren't going to be in check, especially when there's 40,000 people watching you. No, it doesn't work that way. They're acting like, well, just don't let the emotions get to you. Okay, yeah, there was a guy today, I can't remember who it was, and they said, oh, he had the in and out. He had the double-double. He had 2 double bogeys in a row. I thought it was a pretty cute one, especially because there's no in and outs on the East Coast. But there's a reason some guys are that. And, we look at the leaderboard. Lucas Glover, 9 under. He's been there. Okay, it's been a while. But at the end of the day, especially in professional golf, there's such a fine line from getting the bounce off the bunker into the bunker and onto the green where you can putt. These guys get breaks like we saw today. But Akshay Bhatia, who I think is an up-and-coming golfer, this guy is going to be a major champion. I think he's going to win 1 or 2. I really do. He's got a really, really good game. Well, he pushed a couple out of bounds, and then they're all, the pressure's getting, come on, man. You're allowed to have a bad swing. The bad swing does happen, right? Cantlay is moving up the leaderboard. He's at 7 under, and nobody is even talking about that guy. Now, he has the most solid game. He is the best player in the world not to have won a major. He is stone cold. I've seen that guy in the Ryder Cup. That guy is nothing but nails. I don't like him. He thinks he's the smartest guy in the room. He's trying to squeeze every dollar out of everything like Phil Mickelson. But you know what? That guy can putt. That guy's got a short game. That guy is going to keep getting top 10s after top 10s. And you know what? If you want to go to live, go. I don't really care. Then we go to the main man himself, Scottie Scheffler. And I've been telling you for weeks now, there's something wrong with Scottie Scheffler. I saw him throwing his club on the 18th fairway. There's something wrong. There's something wrong. And look, Scottie is 5 under. He had an even par round. He is truly the best golfer in the world. Okay? We get this idea that everybody has to be Tiger Woods, where you do 16 starts and you get 5 wins. That's not necessarily the case. And I'm telling you right now, there is no effing way I'm betting him at the Masters. No, yeah, 4-1, 5-1. Yeah, good luck. There's something wrong with Scottie. I don't know what it is. There's something going on. You can just see it the way he's getting rattled. And I think what happens is with those guys, when they start getting rattled, it builds on itself. It starts to manifest itself. Oh, yeah, he makes 2 or 3 putts, and then he misses a 4-footer. Boy, it's on now. It's on like Donkey Kong. Morikawa, very disappointing. He's 4 under, but he was 5 over for the day. I'm a big Morikawa fan. I think he probably has another major in him. He's won 2. He's had an amazing career. But he's just not that guy in the last round that I think really can just grab it by the throat. I do think somebody like Ludwig Åberg, he seems to have that winning thing. All right, so I'm going to tell you what. I'm looking at it. I'm going to go with McIlroy. I'm just going to go with the pedigree. He's 4 back. He's plus 400 to win this tournament. I'm going to go with him. That's my pick to click for Sunday at the Players. All right. If you could, hit the like and subscribe button, even though we're going to be leaving here pretty soon, and leave your comments, and I will see you tomorrow.